Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. His defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Jets had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. To throw is Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 3rd and 2. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll try and run for it. There he goes, right side. He may go. Breece Hall. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Goff on first down. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. To the air again. Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10, Goff again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bring it home, boys. We got this. Thank you.
To win it. Just another day in the office.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
No, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And the Lions first down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a second and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
There he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Lions 28, Jets 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's good for a Jets first down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
He's got this to Williams, complete. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Mike Williams.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Play action. It's Goff. Under pressure, they got him again.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him.
They've got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rodgers now to throw.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1. Flush to his right.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment I go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third. Gone. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.